Hi there, are you ready to speak French? In today's lesson, me, your teacher Andrei, will talk about the conditional mode. So, how do we form the conditional mode? When do we use it? And also, how to apply it with an exercise. Those are the topics for today. Let's start with when to use. We use the conditional mode in order to express firstly wishful thinking. We use the verb aimer in order to achieve that. For example, j'aimerais assister à la fête, mais je pourrais faire des heures supplémentaires aujourd'hui. That means that basically I'm saying I would love to go to the party, but it is possible that today I am going to work overtime. So when we say basically that it is wishful thinking, it means that we would wish to do something, but maybe we are not sure if we are able to do it. So in that case, we will need to use the conditional mode with aimer. J'aimerais, tu aimerais, and so on. We also use the conditional mode in order to express polite requests with vouloir, for example, and when we're talking about shops or institutions or places where you generally express your needs. For example, if you went if you went into a coffee shop and you would want to order a coffee, you'd say it like this: je voudrais boire un café. Or, je voudrais avoir une copie de ce document in an institution. You might ask someone that they do a copy of a document for you. Also, a more common use case are conditions. The rule goes like this: we have a sentence using the conditional present plus C plus a sentence using the imperfect tense. And what do I mean by that? Let's take an example. J'aimerais si vous pouviez ouvrir la fenêtre. Now we see that we have a sentence, j'aimerais, which obviously uses the conditional mood. Then we have si, right? And then we have pouviez, which is the verb pouvoir in the imperfect form. So in this case, we have vous pouviez, and there's another clause, ouvrir la fenêtre. So vous pouvez ouvrir la fenêtre is the second part of this phrase. How do we form the conditional mode? Well, it is one of the simplest to form, and that is we have the verb in the infinitive mood or specific radical forms for irregular verbs. Like pouvoir will have the radical pour. Voir will have the radical ver. And there is a list of these types of radicals, but we are going to talk about that in the next lesson, so subscribe for that lesson. And the endings of the imperfect tense, like ais, ais, ait, ions, ies, aedet, pronounced ion, ie, e. All right. Now let's take a look also at the this exercise and the solutions. For example, let's take the first. How do you solve this? Let's take the first sentence. Salut, j'ai aimé acheter un cadeau pour mon mari. Now, what do we need to do? We need to complete with the form of the conditional present. Alright, so what do we know? We know that aimer is a regular verb. We know that it does not have a specific radical or stem. So what we need to do is take the infinitive form and add the ending corresponding uh, to the person of the subject. Which is the subject is je. So I know it's person first singular. Alright? So I need to use this ending. A is. So I would obtain aimerait like this. And I'm going to mark it in red. Next. Quel genre de cadeau achetez-vous? Now, acheter is again a regular verb, so uh, it will be formed in the same way. Acheter, acheter, plus the ending specific for the person. Now, which is the person? Which is the noun that is going to make, which is the noun that refers the one that's making this action of acheter, which means to buy, of buying. Is it cadeau or is it vous? It is vous, because this is a question, so we know that there is an inversion that is being made here due to how we handle questions in French. So in this case, I would need to use the termination, the ending iez, which is specific for second person plural, meaning vous. So the obtained conditional form would be like this. Quel genre de cadeau achèteriez-vous? Je cherche quelque chose de simple. Si j'avais plus d'argent, je quelque chose de plus cher, comme des bijoux. What does this mean? I'm searching for something. Quelque chose means something. De simple means quite simple. Si j'avais plus d'argent, if I had more money, je prendre. Now we need to conjugate prendre in the uh, form for conditional mood. And now we have to ask ourselves, is this a regular form of verb? No, it's not. So what is the stem? The stem will be, luckily for us, for verbs like prendre, will be prendre. This will be the stem. Plus, what is the subject of the action? It is qui va prendre quelque chose de plus cher. Je vais prendre quelque chose de plus cher. So the subject is je. In this case, we need to use the ending ais. Ais. So we would end up with this form, prendre, and this will be the final form for this verb. Je cherche quelque chose de simple. Si j'avais plus d'argent, je prendrais quelque chose de plus cher comme des bijoux. Nous vous offrir une réduction sur ce magnifique collier si vous achetiez l'un de nos nouveaux produits. Now, what does this mean? Nous, we, uh, we would offer you, that is what it's meant to say here, a discount, une réduction, a discount, uh, of this magnificent um, collier, meaning a piece of jewelry. Si vous achetiez, if you buy, or if you would buy, l'un de nos nouveaux produits, one of our newest products, or one of our new products. Well, in that case, we need to obtain would offer, right? Offrir means to offer. So in this case, we know that offrir is usually conjugated, and is one of the exceptions from the third of the verbs from the third group, is usually conjugated in the same form of as a verb in the first group, which is regular. So in this case, we would actually have offrir plus the um, plus the ending specific for the subject. Who is the subject? We put the question again. Qui va offrir une réduction? Nous offririons, all right, une réduction. And now we put them together and we obtain the conditional form. Nous vous offririons une réduction sur ce magnifique collier si vous achetiez l'un de nos nouveaux produits. Ensuite, je vouloir aussi le produit le plus récent que vous possédez. What does this mean? Ensuite means then. Je, vouloir, I would want. That's what I want to say here. Also, aussi, the product, le produit le plus récent, the most recent. So I would want the most recent product que vous possédez, that you have right now. So what we need to do is would want. We know that for vouloir, the conditional form is voudrait. All right, especially it's like this because the we have the subject is je. Now we need to notice the stem of the verb is voudre, so vouloir is one of the irregular verbs that have irregular stems, so be careful about that. And we, of course, the same thing applies for the endings. I mean, the endings remain the same, only the stem is what differs from regular to irregular verbs. With regular verbs, we use the infinitive form as a stem. For irregular verbs, we use the specific forms. All right. So, in this case, I'm going to mark je voudrais. Ensuite, je voudrais aussi le produit le plus récent que vous possédez. And lastly, we have this one. Merveilleux. Cela fera 50 €. Comment payez-vous cela? En espèces ou par carte? And let's make it like this. Par carte, merci, au revoir. So what do we want to say here? Wonderful. That will cost you 50 €. So that cela fera. So, or il fait, cela fera. These are expressions, idiomatic expressions, to say how much something costs. Okay, that will cost 50 €. Comment, how would you pay, right, for that? En espèces, with cash, ou par carte, by card. And lastly, the one that buys answers par carte, by card, thanks, goodbye. All right, so we need to obtain would pay over here. Now, when we conjugate the verb payer, or generally these type of verbs that end in yer, right? The y becomes e, because the y is basically between two vowels. So it is let's say a rule of conjugation. And we know that we are going, this payer is a verb, a regular verb. So in the conjugation, we're going to have payer. And now we have to take a look at the subject. Who is the subject? Qui va payer? Vous. So we need to adapt the verb form to suit that. So we're going to use IEZ. Payer would be the form here. So that would be the solution for this exercise. I'm going to also attach it and leave it here for a few seconds so you can check it. And if you would like more of these exercises, please subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to check my community, my WhatsApp community that I will link down in the description below. Also, do not also follow my Facebook page where I will distribute events that I organize for French learning and also opportunities for you to learn more. Also, the products that I am going to be selling as well, such as webinars that I've pre-recorded for you and anything like that. So thank you for your attention, and I hope that you're going to have a great day. For now, bye bye.